Caesar, great military leader.
Credit to Synopsis for all the music.
Dictator indefinitely. So angered by this, the Senate attacked him with daggers to end his life. What was good is that even Brutus, his friend, employed a knife. Octavian, adopted son of Julius, was the next to preside. He brought about Cleopatra's defeat and Actius's suicide. He became Augustus in 27 when he received the call. The empire grew, reputation did too, as the greatest of them all. Tiberius, stepson of Augustus, the next Caesar of Rome. Augustus forced him to divorce his wife and lose his happy home. Not wanting the title, he exiled himself to an island called Capri. He returned to who was terribly cruel, his death brought no sympathy. Caligula followed his Rome to Caesar at 24 years old. Though his first 6 months were good for Rome, some cruelty took hold. His joy was torture and suffering, life easy to discard. 4 years of pain, then his own death came from his praetorian guard. Hail the early Roman Caesars whose lives helped us to see that power corrupts the weak mind, but the strong mind lets us be. Claudius in 41 became emperor in fact. He was considered an imbecile, but claimed it was an act. He was an effective leader, rule of law returned to life. But he was cruel, and a weak fool was poisoned by his 4th wife. Nero, the next Caesar, lived a life of decadence. Adopted son of Claudius, claimed he had artistic sense. He spent lavishly on Roman himself, and when the great fire
That's supposed to be uncaptured, I'm sorry.
Then well-respected Senate chose in Galba took the throne. Rome had high hopes that he would rule them as his own. But Galba was ruthless and his greed turned love into hated. Tempers grew hot, although hatched the plot, he was assassinated. Otho was the second of 4 emperors who ruled this year. Upon his rise he restored faith and calmed the public sphere. But the public chose Vitellius, they chose him from the start. Their armies fought, they both thought, for peace I'll stop my heart. Hail the early Roman Caesars whose lives helped us to see that power corrupts the weak mind, but the strong mind lets us be. Vitellius in 69 assumed the Roman throne. Gluttony and gambling is how he is best known. He was a brutal judge, but then Vespasian's army came. They battled fiercely, he tried to flee, but was killed for his cowardly shame. Vespasian, last of the 4, the next Caesar to reign. He was a kind and just leader, avarice his only stain. He headed the Flavian dynasty, Rome his sons would protect. No more siege, return, prestige, the Colosseum his project. Though brutal in command, Titus, Caesar changed instantly. He was patient, fair, and kind, and had integrity. He dealt with Vesuvius fire and plague the best he could have done. 2 years of Caesar caught a fever and died at 41. Domitian became emperor of Rome in 81. He curbed the Senate's power and rebuilding Rome had begun. As time passed and though popular, his paranoia grew. In the elite feared a dagger of fear that ended Domitian's rule. Under William I, Matilda of Flanders was queen. Matilda of Scotland was Henry, still 1118. Henry soon wed Adelisia, who became royalty. Then Henry's kid Matilda claimed the throne, her mate Geoffrey. Stephen's Matilda of Boulogne at his side when he grew. Henry II's Eleanor next wed in 52. Their son young Henry took the throne, Margaret his consort. guise by the court. Isabella in 1200 became queen under John. Eleanor of Provence, Henry III's queen's throne she's on. Next comes Edward, Longshanks' cherished first wife Eleanor. His second Margaret, uncrowned queen till he ruled no more. The kings and queens of England wept to benefit their land. Concerts valued, some were not, lives like shifting sand. Isabella, Edward II's queen until he was deposed. Philippa, Edward III, till her life came to a close. Richard II's first wife and consort till the plague took her life. He was deposed, but for years Isabella consort and wife. Joan of Navarre, Henry IV, till 10 years later he died. Henry V's Queen Catherine, soon widowed, no doubt she cried. Margaret ruled at times for Henry VI, started a war. Commoner Queen Elizabeth, consort to Edward IV, and Neville, Queen of Richard III, until he was slain. Elizabeth of York, Henry VII's marital gain. Henry VIII's first Catherine annulled, there was no son. Then Anne Boleyn his second, but then Seymour was the one. The kings and queens of England wept to benefit their land. Concerts valued, some were not, lives like shifting sand. Jane Seymour, a son she gave, but died after the birth. Anna, please followed, but annulled, consort beyond her worth. Number 5, Catherine Howard, who straight so lost her head. Henry's last Catherine Park queen till Henry was dead. Guildford Dudley, consort of Jane Grey for just 9 days. Jane's the first Queen Anne of Denmark could see Shakespeare's plays. Henrietta Maria the Queen, while Charles I was alive. Charles II's Catherine's faith gave her concern to survive. Queen Mary, consort to James, who was his second wife. Last Prince George, Queen Anne's consort, the last 6 years of his life. From Normandy and Blau through Tudor and Stuart houses, come these consorts of England's monarchs, otherwise known as spouses. From France, William the Conqueror came and won England at Hastings. William, to a wicked king, died from a noble's bowstring. Henry I seized the throne, lion of justice was he. Stephen weak, a civil war ensued, called the anarchy. Henry II, a strong king, but put an end to Becket. Richard the Lionheart impoverished England, not protected. John signed the Magna Carta, but was a terrible king. Henry III was forced to set up Parliament and its building. Hi-ho, the merry old England's royal monarchy. Days of ladies, lords, and knights in a stark hierarchy. Edward Longshanks, hammer of the Scots, the slot he filled. Edward II, incompetent, so deposed and then killed. Good King Edward III began the 100 Years' War. Tyrant King Richard II jailed and fed no more. Henry IV faced more rebellions than ever before. Henry V distinguished himself at the Battle of Agincourt. Henry VI insanity put his wife Margaret in charge. Edward IV's part in the War of the Roses was large. Hi-ho, the merry old England's royal monarchy. Days of ladies, lords, and knights in a stark hierarchy. Edward V ruled for only 2 months and then made dead. Ruthless Richard III at Bosworth was finished, they said. Henry VII's wife's face was queen in every card deck. Henry VIII had 6 wives, 2 involved up to their necks. Sickly Edward VI ruled only 4 years, then he passed. Lady Jane Grey only 9 days, for the Tower she was cast. Mary the First forced Catholicism without pity. Virgin Queen Elizabeth the First brought stability. I-ho, the merry old England's royal monarchy. Days of ladies, lords, and knights in a stark hierarchy. James the First faced the gunpowder plot and waved to the Mayflower. Charles the First English Civil War began from his lust for power. Oliver Cromwell won the war and became Lord Protector. Richard Cromwell could not lead, then became a French defector. Mary Monarch Charles II, weakness is what
And just a quick recap.
Changed to for religious intolerance is how he's known. William and Mary's glorious revolutions, what they sought. These were the English royalty that ruled by how they thought. Robert Walpole, Spencer Compton, Henry Pelham, Thomas Pelham Holmes, William Cavendish, Thomas Pelham Holmes, John Stuart, George Grenville, Charles Woodson Whitworth, William Pitt the Elder, Augustus Fitzroy, Frederick North, Charles Watson Wentworth, William Petty, William Cavendish Bentinck, William Pitt the Younger, Henry Addington, William Pitt the Younger, William Grenville, William Cavendish Bentinck, Spencer Percival, Robert Jenkinson, George Canning, F.J. Robinson, Arthur Wellesley, Charles Gray, William Lamb, Arthur Wellesley, Robert Peel, William Lamb, Robert Peel, John Russell, Edward Smith Stanley, George Hamilton Gordon, Henry John Temple, Edward Smith Stanley, Henry John Temple, John Russell, Edward Smith Stanley, Benjamin Disraeli, William Ewart Gladstone, Benjamin Disraeli. William Gladstone, Robert Gascoigne Cecil, William Gladstone, Robert Gascoigne Cecil, William Gladstone, Archibald Primrose, Robert Gascoigne Cecil, Arthur